No, he didn't run out of gas. It's just, I mean, he had some pretty good hitters up there. And shoot, man, I mean, they hit some, some decent pitches. He was still throwing 95, 96. It's not, he wasn't close to running out of gas. And if he was going to run out of gas, what were we going to do about it? Take him out? But he had a no-hitter going. And so, Lindor hit one up the middle. And then we had the Aaron pickoff. I mean, you saw the game. And then he hit one off the wall. This guy is a pretty good hitter too. He's hitting 300 also. And then they flared a couple balls in there with the infield in. I mean, no manager really likes the infield in because there's a tremendous amount of separation between the infield and the outfield. But you do what you have to do to try to cut the run off at the plate. And it happened to us twice. I mean, you play the infield back, you're conceding the run, and you play the infield in, then you got separation and the players are close. So you caught between a rock and a hard place trying to cut off the run.
You weren't here last year for Max's 2 no-hitters, but when Ben makes that leaping catch against the wall, are you thinking at that point maybe he's got a chance to do something?
Oh, yeah. I mean, everybody was thinking it. I mean, you were thinking it because, he knows how to close out those games. And then it went from a no-hitter to, a loss in a matter of time, and we couldn't muster too much offense. We hit a couple balls hard, but they hit a couple balls hard also. And so it was a well-played and well-pitched game. They just outplayed us tonight. It's not – sometimes – you get beaten, sometimes you lose.
What made Bauer tough? Do you think it helped that a lot of these guys hadn't seen him?
Oh, yeah, it definitely helped. And, I was talking to Max the other day, and he told me that Cleveland's been his nemesis ever since he was in the American League. And I said, well, not this time, but, they were his nemesis again. But Bauer, he worked quickly. He threw some, he hung some breaking balls that we fouled off or missed. But, his fastball was well located, and then they got him out of there before we could, get to him. And then they went to Miller, and then they went to the rest of their bullpen, Shaw and Allen. And so, like I said, it's a well-played game. That was a pitcher's duel. And not a whole bunch of, to say about that.
Even though Max came out on the wrong end tonight.
Pardon?
Even though Max came out on the wrong end.
Yeah.
Oh,
that.
What do you seem to have been the difference for him?
Well, he's coming out in the first inning ready. And, early in the year, he's coming out throwing a lot of pitches and not being in control of the zone. But, he was in control of the zone, like, right away. And he was focused. He was determined. But like you said, he just came out in the wrong end tonight.
Do you have any lingering concerns about Ramos, or were you going to probably pitch run for him in that situation anyway?
No. I was going to pinch run for him anyway in that situation because, rarely does it happen like it happened early in the year. I didn't run for him, and then the guy hits a double. You know what I mean? So, you're playing the odds. You hate to run for him in that part of the ball game because if we tie the game up and go extra innings and we have Severino, but, you got to do what you got to do, when you're behind. So, no, I don't have any lingering concerns. He's tough. He ain't called a Buffalo for nothing. So, boy, that's a tough position that he's playing. And, you're prone to foul tips and all kind of things when you're back there catching.
Worth has a track record of some pretty impressive at-bats. That one against Miller, where's that stack up?
Well, yeah, that was a tough at-bat because, he was determined. And, he's had some very tough at-bats against closers. And, like I said, I haven't been there that long. I didn't see, a lot of the at-bats in the past, but that was one of the best I've seen from him this year.